Yep, the new Halo game is going to be on the PS5 next year, so when Halo Campaign Evolved comes out next year, it will be on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. This can be considered to be the beginning of the end of the console war. The next step really is for Xbox is just to stop making consoles altogether. But anyways, Halo Studios, which I believe is just 343 Industries, but just rebranded, is making like a remake slash remaster of the very first Halo. Well, at least just the campaign itself. I think the best way to describe it is that it's getting like the new Oblivion remaster treatment. So the campaign is being made from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5, but it's pretty much sticking kinda close to the original, apart from like a few notable changes. The campaign will be playable with 2-player split screen on console. It doesn't look like you can split screen on PC, and you can do a 4-player online co-op. It will feature cross-play as well, so if you're on Xbox, you can play with your friends that are on like PC and PlayStation 5. The infamous Warthog that used to only seat 3 guys, but now you can have 4 guys on it. The 4th seat is just right behind the gunner, looking back, I think. Based off the trailers, it seems that they added a sprint feature, changed mag sizes for a couple of guns. I think it was like the assault rifle and needler. And Halo Studios themselves said that they changed up like the setup of enemies a bit to make things a bit more challenging and engaging to match like modern standards. And on top of that, they will be adding 3 more missions to the campaign that will explore more of Master Chief's relationship with Sergeant Johnson. So yeah, obviously the big news is that there's going to be an actual playable version of Halo for PlayStation, and hopefully some PlayStation-only people can check out Halo for the first time ever. For me, well, we all know I'm pretty young. I just turned 23 like last week, and Halo Combat Evolved first came out in 2001. That was before I was even born. And I did play Halo 3 when I was a wee lad. I played it with my dad, and I also played Halo Reach and Halo 4 campaign. I really like Reach's campaign. I think I played it like 3 times, I think now. I don't remember 4's campaign. I might have played 3's. I just don't remember because I was like 10. So I guess you could say I'm kind of cultured, maybe. But I guess the real problem I have with this new Halo game is that for those that already played Halo, why should they play this? This isn't the first time Halo Combat Evolved got remastered. I believe it got remastered in the Master Chief Collection. The Master Chief Collection is really, really good, as I think it was Halo 1, 2, 3, Reach, ODST, and 4. And at least on Steam, it goes frequently on sale for $10, which is an absolute deal. That's like 6 different campaigns and online multiplayer. But with Campaign Evolved, how much is it going to be, and is it enough to get people excited? I never really fully completed the campaign for Halo Combat Evolved, so this will be good for me, but what about other people? Is it worth getting this new Halo game for $70, $60, or even $50 like Oblivion, or even as low as $40, and will it be enough? Because realistically, who's going to be playing this game? Those that never played the first Halo game. And who's the target audience of Halo in today's day in like a generic sense? 30-year-old guys who grew up playing Halo. And I know people are mad that they added like sprinting and changed a couple of other things to the gameplay, but I think this is good for the overall growth of the franchise, because as a Zoomer I can tell you, Halo does not offer anything new or exciting to the new generation. Halo might have it, no, it was the best shooter back in its prime in the early 2000s, but nowadays, it's not even in the conversation. Probably because all the people who played it back in the day are now dads, and dads are not fighting the Flood or the Covenant anymore. They are fighting taxes. And so I guess you could appeal to that audience, but let's be real, they got other things to do. And so I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I think that the Halo franchise just needs to have a complete overhaul. Make it look fun to play for the Zoomers, emphasize more movements, encourage to like ADS with your guns. And you could say that the formula doesn't need to change, but I think it does. Splitgate played similar to Halo, I would say, and the only thing that they added was like portals. And I think Splitgate 2, they even tried doing like a more hero-based loadout to make it more appealing, but even then, Splitgate failed twice. So I think the Halo formula just doesn't work anymore, and you can't rely on brand name anymore to do the heavy lifting. Because I think now more people recognize Halo through Fortnite than Halo itself. And that's because Halo's just not appealing to play or to watch to the vast majority of players. And so going back to the Halo campaign Evolved, I do think it's good that they're doing the small changes that they're doing, but I think they need to do more and bigger changes. And they need to do that with all the Halo games. I think they just need to overhaul weapons, gunplay, movement, and all that, and remake all the games in the Master Chief Collection with this new philosophy and new identity. And for all those nostalgic people, and even if this new thing doesn't work out, you always have the Master Chief Collection. There will at least be a playable version of the game that you once loved. But Halo needs to go through a whole big revamp if it wants to be even in the conversation of being one of the best FPS in modern games. If it wants to have a seat in the round table of games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Titanfall, Borderlands, CS2, Valorant, I guess, and even the finals, I think has a more player count than Halo Infinite, it needs to have a big shakeup. And while I do think the changes that I've seen so far in this new game are good, I think if it wants to capture a larger audience, which is clearly the goal for this game, I'm not sure if mechanically and content-wise this is enough to bring Halo back in the spotlight. But either way, I'm still excited for this game, and hopefully I can convince some of my friends to play with me when this game comes out next year. That'll do it for me for today. Make sure to like and subscribe, as my goal is to get to 500 subs by the end of the month, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate you guys for watching.